This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. I'm Gary Risponi, and I'm getting well, Gary Risponi. I still got some more procedures going through, but I want to thank them here at Pelican, Marty and Alan and everybody, Jason and Sheriff Renee. They all been checking on me and trying to be out there and gathering some information. But between Chaz and Facebook and everything, we got a great fishing report coming up. We still watching the storms. We got one on the East Coast, and we got one that might come into Louisiana, but I'm thinking we can pray it away. So keep it in your prayers. Y'all stay tuned. We got a lot of news, got a fishing report. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Sign up today for the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament. You can fish inshore or offshore, from the bank or a boat, for a chance to win a truck, a boat, tackle packages, and more. Male or female, young or old, the Star has a division for you. Your registration also helps CCA continue its work to rebuild critical fish habitat along our coast for all to enjoy. Don't go fishing this summer without your Star ticket. Go to ccastar.com to sign up today.
Guys, gonna be starting off that early summer morning. We're gonna work on some places that the trout like to school up before it gets too hot in the summer, and we're starting off right here on the north end of the lake. All right, well, I guess it was just one Lone Ranger on this jetty right here, but this is a great spot on a falling tide. You can see that current ripping around that jetty point, but let's go to another jetty point up this way and see if they're schooled up over there. Alright guys, I was coming through here the other day on my way home from Lake Bourne, and these birds were working everywhere. So I figured we'd come in here after hitting that point this morning. I saw how hard the tide was falling. That one's a little bit short. And here this bird, the birds are still right here where I left them. This is very rare for this time of year. And I guess we got some brown shrimp in the area, holding these trout in here. Oh, I just saw a little shrimp jump out the water. And I reeled it right where he jumped. And that is our reward, a keeper trout, a keeper. It's got limbo slice on here. Water's a little stained, that's a good stain color. Let's see if we can put a few fish in the boat right here under some summertime birds. Just want to throw right where you see the birds sitting or diving. They didn't even let that lure go down 6 inches. He was already on it. Bird fishing is fast and furious, so you want to be quick when you see it. Don't take your time, don't lollygag, get these fish. That's a good one. Oh man, that fish was like 16 inches. Wow. Wow. So you want to get in there quick, throw it right where they're at. It's only about 5 foot here. You use a cork for sure. I'm just throwing a jig head and I'm just slow rolling it in. There he is. Just letting it get to the bottom, slow rolling it. Let it get back to the bottom, slow roll it. Just want to see if they're high on the surface or down low. These fish aren't bad. They're keepers. They are keepers. I hadn't seen birds in our estuary in the early summer in a long time. You know, brown shrimp is what comes in the early summer, and they need a lot of salt. And our estuary just doesn't really get much salt in the early parts of the summer. Usually when we're bird fishing, it's white shrimp that they're chasing, which is a white shrimp can handle the fresh water much better. But this is nice to see, guys. We're gonna have a nice summer if we're catching fish under the birds this early in the summer. Danker squeaker. Simba, let him go. You're gonna get plenty of those when you bird fishing. You just gotta get used to weeding through them. And they got some good ones in here. If you start seeing them shrimp skip out the water, the best way to avoid them throwbacks is throw a top water. For sure. But you see how these birds are sitting on the ground, on the water in front of us? That's just as good as birds flying. And the best thing you want to see is shrimp skipping. If you see a shrimp skipping, you throw on that shrimp, you're getting a bite. No doubt. I saw a little 80 counter skipping around earlier, so it is definitely shrimp that they're feeding on. Oh, got a keeper here maybe? Feels like it. Oh yeah, good fish. Good fish. Oh, I missed him again. Come on. Come on. That was another keeper. Oh, they got some trout in here. This is a great sign, guys. Great sign. They don't even let it hit the water. They sit down there with their mouth open. With their mouth open. All right, since we've seen a few small shrimp skipping, I'm gonna switch to our little 2-inch twin tail shrimp in our shrimp Creole color. Little double tail scrimps. Let's see what they think about this. Let's see what they think about this, guys. Say they like it. A little baby. A little baby. Little baby. It's close though. He's close. He would have made it 2 years ago. About a 12-incher. I'll let him go too. I'm getting slimy here. Oh, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. Pull him back. Pull him back. Normally I would tell you guys, don't worry about looking for birds early in the summer. Wait for the white shrimp to come in, but that would be false this year. Look at this fish. Look at that one, y'all. So throwback, and then a beautiful 17-incher on that Matrix twin tail shrimp. That pretty girl. Yeah, baby. What I was saying is normally this time of year I would tell you guys don't worry about looking for birds in close on the Pontchartrain Basin this time of year. Now if you're out in Lake Bourne, Biloxi Marsh, absolutely always have your eyes peeled, but it looks like you need to have your eyes peeled in close. Look at Lake Pontchartrain, Lake Catherine. Be looking for some birds this year. Maybe we hadn't had spillway openings in a while. Had some pretty drought style years here lately, so maybe we're getting enough salt in the early summer to hold these brown shrimp. These trout are right in there behind it. Good, y'all. Some of these fish are good. Look at this fish. Look at that fish, y'all. Look at that fish. Ripped up my little twin tail, but ever since I put this on, we've caught some beauties. This is a good fish to end this episode on. Nice and quick and easy. Started off fishing a little rock jetty right there in Pontchartrain. Didn't do too much, just figured we have a nice falling tide. Let's see if these birds were still working that we saw the other day. And here they were. And that's what's underneath them. So this summer, make sure you're looking out for shrimp skipping on the water, birds hovering around, birds sitting, like pretty much is what's going on here. The birds are sitting, they probably flew real good at daylight. And get your hands on some of these little twin tail shrimp. We'll be sending these out in your monthly bait box, so subscribe to the monthly bait box and subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys, as we have plenty of bird fishing episodes, plenty of summertime episodes, but this is kind of a first, I would say, for Dockside TV, fishing birds close to the marina early in the summer under the birds, and nice pretty trout underneath them. Till next time, good fishing.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Sign up today for the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament. You can fish inshore or offshore from the bank or a boat for a chance to win a truck, a boat, tackle packages, and more. Male or female, young or old, the Star has a division for you. Your registration also helps CCA continue its work to rebuild critical fish habitat along our coast for all to enjoy. Don't go fishing this summer without your Star ticket. Go to ccastar.com to sign up today.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
I hope y'all enjoyed Chas. I'm amazed every week what that young man, how he fishes, where he fishes, techniques he uses, and he gives it all to you. He really, Chas, I want to thank you again. You really kept me running for my live video and things. I'm getting close. We got a lot of captains have been calling me. I want to thank all y'all captains that sent in this fishing report. If you're out there, captain, and you want advertise, just tell me the truth. Email me, Gary at Paradise, Louisiana. And I see it on Facebook, but I'd rather have it personal. Say, Mr. Garrett, here it was where we're catching. Give me the name of your clients. They like to see their cell phone there. And it sort of add truth to it, because then people said they ain't. I saw myself on TV, and they said we caught a lot of fish, but we didn't. We got to keep the truth out there, so you can do it. So I want to thank them. So to keep it short, the fishing report, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to jump around. If you notice, I got some old people back that used to be on there all the time, and I'm going to holler out right now. John Langwall. I guess y'all remember Snapper Time and how many awards he won at Grand Isle Rodeo, Fouchon Rodeo. John was out there at Grand Isle. He knew his favorite spots. And no telling how many 20 to 30-pound snapper he has caught. Here's a picture he sent me just the past week. First time he'd been there in 3 years with a buddy of his. They were in a bay boat. So that means it wasn't that far out. Them bass. Those snapper average anywhere from 13 pounds. And he said, well, first time he said it's about 13 pounds. They average about 17 pounds, okay? And the largest you see him holding up was 25 pounds, he said. He said, I still got it, Coach Gary. He said, you better believe you still got it. And I remember snapper time coming into the land and everybody watching. It was great. Another person we ain't heard from in a while is Bruce Knight. With Knight on the lake, let me tell you what, Darbone, he gave us a full report. And as far as that report, he's telling me right now that they scattered the Sac-a-lait. The Sac-a-lait was still off some deep points and everything, but catching Sac-a-lait, they're using shad-colored jigs, okay, and shiners, spider rig, but usually they find them themselves on the cameras, and they still catching some beautiful. And he sent me a picture of his grandson. Kane got a unique spelling to his name. Kane Kitchen, this is his grandson. It's his 4 big sac-a-lait. You can see how beautiful they are. He said the bass are also biting, but they catch them at night with all the hot water. Water temperature is about 80 degrees. He said, but they catching bass at night on dark-colored worms, fishing outside the piers or wherever they can find them, but sort of got like a false river idea that they're catching different around the piers, just like our friends. The Fontana boys are still fishing False River with their homemade spinnerbait, and they're finding them shad. And I mean, they got some beautiful stringers. I'm talking about most of the fish in there, 4 to 5 pounds, or the top 3 or 4 in that stringer. So that's the False River, and that spinnerbait at night is also great for darbone. Toledo Bend is similar, same thing. All your captains, call your captains. Go to the lakeside. You go and just look at Toledo Bend guide, all their news, and they tell you what guides are hot, what the water level, where they're fishing. They're full of news. All you can find it out yourself. Some of those captains out there want to send me some pictures. Jason's been going out there, him and his mama and the parents and his cousins and stuff, and he's been sending me pictures, but his job got him tied up, so I don't have nothing really, really good from Toledo Bend, but go to their website, it just said. I told you False River. Now, my nephews and them and the friends I know are putting out traps. The traps have slowed down, but they're filling them up right now again, too. They're running those traps legally, and they're catching those catfish. And off there, they're also still catching catfish about 2 foot under a cork with night crawlers. By the way, the best bait at drawbone is night crawlers. On the brim is crickets and redworms, the little redworms. They catch them. The brim are scattered up and down the lake. You'll find them in them beds, a couple of them closer to the trees, closer to the bank. And that's it. I'll have to go back and tell you I passed that up. Lake Verret, catfish. I talked to somebody at the doctor's office this morning, got camp. They had a big fire in Tranquil. Got a couple camps unburned. It'd be dangerous. I don't know if it's caused by lightning or what, but I've been hearing more and more camps burning. So say a prayer, then people are trying to get back on. My close friend had his house burned in Bruley. Don Easter, my old fishing buddy down in Venice, we used to fish together, dove hunt. He lost his house. He's in the process of rebuilding. So, Don, I miss you. I know this time of year you will wish you were fishing, but you got something more important, getting back in your house. So thank you, and I wish you the best. Slidell, still hot. But, let me go back. Lake Verret, them catfish, night crawlers, catch them under the thing. Sac-a-lait, around laydowns, they catch them both on jigs and shiners. And then Lake Verret, you just tacklepaw landings around in them and them laydowns they're catching. And most of the catfish They're coming from all over the lake, they're telling me right now. Lake Barrett. Slidell, still number one spot. Hot, them, Oakdale, Delacroix, Toledo Bend. I'm talking about Grand Isle. Right now, they catch them in the surf. They're going offshore. Same thing at Venice, offshore they're catching. And if you look at those snapper, John and them caught, they're not running that far. And then last week, Sheriff Renee and them had tremendous amount of snapper. They had a report. It's too late right now. I'm taping on a Monday, but tomorrow the Wildlife and Fisheries meeting, they're gonna see about their study about the pogie boats and a couple of the seasons that how they running, how the snapper holding up, how much we reaching our quota. So I'll probably bring it to you next week. I'm gonna try my best to go to the Wildlife and Fisheries meeting tomorrow. It's just got a whole lot on my agenda tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to hit them all. I hope I feel better. Now, see if I'm missing anything. I say Slidell, Mike Brantley, Fish and Food. Go to his Facebook page and go look him over there. Go look at the Point, Island Marina, Hopedale Landings. His dad, Larry, doing the same thing. And sometimes twice a day. Chris Roberts and Island Marina, Dudley and Mike Gallo. Go to their websites, go see what they're doing, and they still booking. Things might just get hotter. If we don't get a big storm, we get a shakeup, and you get over there getting damage to some of these marinas. So just keep saying our prayers. And the boy from Salty Dog, he's filling them up with different people every day as clients. He's putting them on Facebook. He emailed me a few, but so him and some of them other captains down there, y'all doing well. You don't forget, them other captains are jealous. They're watching you too. But keep me with the truth. Give me a good report, where, when, on what, and I'll promise to share you with everybody in the audience. So share everything. Keep me in your prayers. I'm having a few little pains and aches, but I want to get rid of them. I want to get back on the water. God bless Louisiana. Thank you again, Marty and Alan. Good Lord's willing, we'll see you next week.
This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.